Okay. Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet. And I heard him that spake unto me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me.
Yeah, and the Lord wasn't lying, man. The Israelites during the time of Ezekiel and the Israelites in our time, they're a rebellious bunch of people. Now look up the word rebel. Verse 3. Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter, and the 3rd verse.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to look up rebellious first. Yeah, from the Hebrew word marad. Yep, marad. Yeah, that's correct. I wanted to make sure. Marad, to rebel, revolt, be rebellious, to rebel, revolt against human king, against God, against light. That's pretty much it on that. And we're going to go down to rebelled. We read rebellious first. Now we're going to read rebelled. And it's pretty much the same word. Marad, to rebel, revolt, be rebellious.
All right, go ahead.
Right. It says, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them.
Yeah, so you don't have to listen to what we say, because the Most High sent out the prophets. The prophets did their job, and now the blood that's going to be on you is not on our hands, because we went out there and we prophesied this word to the people of Israel, and basically what the majority of you people did, you Israelites out there, is you bucked up against his word. So when this destruction comes, you can't blame it on us, because we went out there and we warned you, just like the scriptures say. All right? You got something else? All right, go ahead.
And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou dost dwell among scorpions. Be not afraid.
The Most High called Israel a bunch of you Israelites out there, a bunch of scorpions. Go ahead.
Be not afraid of their words. No.
And what is a scorpion all about? He roams around the desert. If he sees somebody or sees an animal, what does he do? He kills it. So if you had the power, you would kill us, man. So you're the enemies to us. And number one, you're enemies to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. And thou shalt speak my words unto them, with, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. But thou, son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like that rebellious house. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee.
Right. Now, you know what? You might as well go to the 3rd chapter. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Moreover, he said...
Chapter 3.
I'm sorry, chapter 3. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel.
Now, you got rebellious jakes out there that'll say, well, that roll is not talking about the Bible. It's talking about the Quran. Or it's talking about this special, but that's why a nigga like that, we said, look, man, just walk your ass down the street, man. We ain't listen to a clown like you. Like you got this deep hidden knowledge, man. Got your fucking hat tipped to the side with your pants hanging down off your damn ass with your fucking kicks unlaced, talking about you know more than us. Go ahead. That's why when the Most High fuck you niggas up, man. I didn't want to curse. That's why when the Most High jacks you niggas up, we're going to, and I've been saying it, and I'm going to continue to say it, we're going to laugh and drink to your destruction. Go ahead.
So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll, and he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel.
It didn't say go get thee to the house of Edom. It didn't say go get thee to the house of Ishmael. Because you got these clowns out there that claim that they're Israelites, but you got to go save. No, they don't even believe in Israel no more. Just save the Edomites. It's all about the Edomites. Go ahead.
Get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a hard speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto me, for they will not hearken unto me. I'm sorry, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Behold, I made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their.
You got people that come out and say, yeah, you got the information, but the way your attitude, you should change your attitude. You should lower your voice. The Most High said, come out harsh against you. Go ahead.
As an adamant.
And the Most High put that in there because he knew you niggas were going to bring that up. So the Most High covered it, man. Some of you will believe the truth. Yeah, I believe what you're saying. Y'all telling the truth. But your attitude, you got to change your attitude. Go ahead.
As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their look, though they be a rebellious house. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears. And go, get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, Thus saith the Lord power, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Then the Spirit took me up, and I heard behind me a voice of a great rushing, saying, Blessed be the glory of the Lord from his place. Verse 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
Right, give them warning, all right? So that's our job. Now, if you don't listen and you don't take heed to this warning that the Lord sent us out there to wake you up, then that's when we're not responsible no more. We did what we had to do. Now, let's go from there to the book of Matthew, the 10th chapter, the 25th verse to the 27th verse.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 25.
You got brothers out there in different states that really don't even have a camp. It's just one guy or two guys. And that's a damn shame, man. That's a damn shame. And then you one or two guys that go out there, or prophets that go out there prophesying in your cities. Them people just pass you by. The only ones that really will stop is probably an Edomite. If it's a black woman, she going to talk shit about you. She going to get in an argument with you. So we don't have to love these niggas, man, and these other tribes. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 25. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his...
They call you guys a bunch of devils. You got demons in you. Well, they said that to the Lord. And the Lord said, don't be surprised when he call you a bunch of devils. Because you can't be teaching that. You can't be teaching separation. Everybody can be. If the white man can't make it, go ahead.
Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what you hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetop.
In other words, you got to be outside amongst the masses of the people. All right? Now go from there to the book of Acts, the 5th chapter, the 38th verse to the 42nd verse. Acts, the 5th chapter, the 38th verse to the 42nd verse.
Acts chapter 5, verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it.
Yeah, that's another thing that you devils, you black devils, you Israelite devils are pushing, yeah, they're weak. GMS is weak. They're almost out of there, man. Them guys are leaving left and right. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Go ahead.
It says, but if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it. It says, least happily you be found even to fight against the Most High. And to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua, and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. And daily in the temple and in every house they ceased not to teach and preach Yahushua.
Yeah, when they got beat by the so-called authorities, after they let them go, they went back out teaching that word, man. Now let's go from there. Same book, Acts the 10th chapter, the 40th verse to the 45th verse.
Acts 10, chapter 40. It says, him have the Most High raised up the third day, and showed him openly, not to all the people, but unto witnesses chosen before of the Most High, even to us who did eat and drink with him after he rose from the dead. And after he commanded us to preach, and he commanded us to preach unto...
What did the Lord do? He commanded us to do what? Look up the word command. Commanded. The 42nd verse. Acts the 10th chapter and the 42nd verse. So this is a commandment.
The Greek word there is parangelo, which means to transmit a message along from one to another, to declare, announce, to command, order, charge.
Yeah, so you guys are out there talking about you men of the Lord, man. You have an order. Just like the disciples or the apostles had an order from Yahushua. Okay? He didn't say, well, if you feel like it, you can go on out. No, he commanded them. Go ahead.
And he commanded us to preach unto the people, and to testify that it is he which was ordained of the Most High to be the judge of quick and dead. To him gave all the prophets witness that through his name whosoever believeth in him shall receive remission of sins. While Peter yet spake these words, the Holy Spirit fell on all them which heard the word. Verse 45. And they of the circumcision which believed were astonished, as many as came with Peter, because that on the Gentiles also was poured out the gift of the Holy Spirit.
Now you got an unlearned idiot out there that'll say, they'll come across the word Gentiles and then they'll automatically think of the other nations. They'll think of the Romans, Edomites, Arabs, because they don't understand the mysteries of these scriptures, man. You know? Like I said, you idiots out there, you clowns out there that's not chosen by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're going to get a big surprise, man. Now go from there to the book of Romans, the first chapter, the 14th verse to the 14th and the 15th verse.
Romans chapter 1 verse 14. I am a debtor both to the Greeks and to the barbarians, both to the wise and to the unwise. Verse 15. So as much as is in me, I am ready to preach the gospel to you that are at Rome also.
Read that again.
It says, I am a debtor both to the Greeks and to the barbarians.
The Greeks and the barbarians were Israelites. Go ahead.
Both to the wise and to the unwise.
The wise among Israel and the unwise among Israel. Go ahead.
So as much as in me is, I am ready to preach the gospel to you that are at Rome also.
So what did that prove? You had Israelites up there in Rome. All right? Now let's go from there to the book of 1 Corinthians, the first chapter, the 12th verse to the 24th verse. 1 Corinthians, the first chapter, the 12th verse to the 24th verse.
1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 12. Now this I say, that every one of you saith, I am of Paul, and I of Apollos, and I of Cephas, and I of Yahushua. Is Yahushua divided? Was Paul crucified for you? Or were you baptized in the name of Paul? I thank the Most High that I baptized none of you, but Crispus and Gaius, lest any should say that I had baptized in mine own name. And I baptized also the household of Stephanus besides. I know not whether I baptized any other. For Yahushua sent me not to baptize, but to preach the gospel, not with wisdom.
Right, not the bad. Like you got, there was one thing that happened a couple years ago.